Hello and welcome to this presentation regarding your GCSE options. Its purpose is to give you an opportunity to find out as much information as possible about the processes that you'll be going through in order to choose your opted GCSE subjects, and also inform you about those subjects which are compulsory. There will be an option booklet which will accompany this presentation, which has much more information for you. There will also be an option evening where there will be presentations from all the heads of department and an opportunity to speak to them specifically about the course. The normal Year 9 Parents Evening will be on the following week, and this will be an opportunity to speak directly to the teachers regarding your interest and suitability towards the relevant subjects. After this, there will be an academic day with a member of SLT who will help you to guide you through the options form, and then finally the options form will need to be submitted by Friday the 5th of February. All the dates will be at the end of this presentation. On this slide you will see all of the compulsory core subjects that you will need to study. There are 7 of them, 4 of which are examined and are listed as English language, English literature, combined science and mathematics. Physical education, religious education and citizenship, although will be studied, are non-examinations unless you decide to choose them as an option. This slide shows you all of the option choices that will be available to you at GCSE. You will notice that most of the subjects you will have studied at Key Stage 3. However, there are some that you will not have studied at Key Stage 3 and only going to be able to choose for Key Stage 4. This is to allow you to have as much of a diverse curriculum as we can possibly offer you. It is really important for you to listen on the options evening at each of the presentations given by the HODs to get a more specific outline of what the course will entail. The academic interview day. At this moment, as going to press, we hope to hold this on the 2nd of February 2021. You will have an opportunity to book a time slot along with your parents. If not, you will be allocated one. Obviously, this meeting will be virtual, and option choices hopefully will be submitted during this interview, although you will have time, if you are still unsure, to go home and make sure that your final choices are done by the 5th of February. Why we created the academic interview day? Well, it's been created to give you a one-to-one guidance from a member of SLT about your capabilities, qualification routes and options that may be best suited to you. Like I say, hopefully after this day has been completed, you will have your option choices and therefore be able to submit your options choice form actually on that day. If not, you'll be able to have time to take it home and submit it by the 5th of February. What is really important, gentlemen, is that these choices are yours. You're not choosing because of your friends. You are not choosing because you think it's the easier subject. You are choosing because of your interest. You will not be able to change your choices once the choices have been made. So it's really important that you choose the subjects that you want to study in Key Stage 4. During the academic interview day, the SLT will be trying to guide you down one of 3 paths: the extend, enrich or enhance programme and pathway. We believe that this will enable you to meet your full potential and achieve the greatest amount of success. We want you, the students, to be choosing subjects that you enjoy and where you show flair, but we also try to guide students down a particular pathway to suit their ability and to provide a well-rounded curriculum, as shown on this slide. Here is the Year 9 Options Choices block for 2021. You will notice that there are 4 blocks. In each of the 4 blocks, we have tried to allow subjects to give as wide a variety as possible. It is up to you to decide which of the subjects you wish to study and circle according to preference. For example, if geography is your number one preference, however you still want to do French in block 1 and history in block 2 and music in block 4, but geography is the one that you would like to do the most, you will circle it from block 3 and put a number 1 denoting that that is your first preference. Then your second preference, then your third preference, then your fourth preference. And this will be from one subject from each of the 4 blocks. We try to give each student all of their option choices. However, sometimes this is not possible. So we'd like you to choose a subject that you have not already chosen as what we call a reserved choice. This decision must be taken very seriously because you may have to study it. So there's no point in choosing a subject that you've got absolutely no interest in. If you are deemed to be a higher prior attainer, you will have it achieved at level 5s or above in Key Stage 2, or are identified as a more able student this academic year. You'll be encouraged to take up the English Baccalaureate subjects to achieve what's known as the EBAC qualification. English language and literature, maths, combined or separate sciences, geography or history, and a language make up the English Baccalaureate or the EBAC qualification. There is substantial research to support that students studying a combination of these subjects are more likely to go on down the route of an academic education. These subjects facilitate learning at A level and degree level. They promote vigour, critical thinking and key employment skills such as the formulation of coherent arguments and developed analysis. So even if you are not identified as one of the higher prior attainers, but have already got a plan to go to further and higher education, please do not let this put you off choosing this selection of subjects. Then this route can be also considered for yourselves. As you will all be aware, French is our modern foreign language, as we have native speakers that teach the course. Statistics show that by learning an additional language, your salary can increase by as much as 15%. Interpreters and translators are one of the fastest growing occupations, with opportunities in this field expected to be increased by 46% between 2012 and 2022. Now we come on to the dates for your diary. These are obviously subject to change dependent upon the situation at the time of press. The options presentation, which is what I'm presenting to you now, should be available from the week commencing the 11th of January. The Year 9 options evening, this will be only for subject content only. There will be an opportunity to speak to heads of department on the 21st of January. However, we hope that presentations will be available from the 18th of January. But on that evening, you will have an opportunity to speak to the heads of department specifically regarding the syllabus and content that you'll be studying within that subject. This is not pupil progress or whether there's a suitability for you personally to be able to cover the course. That will be covered at the Year 9 Parents Evening, which will be talking about pupil progress on the 20th of January, as you would expect a Parents Evening to be. Then there will be the Academic Review Day, which we've talked about, where you will have an opportunity to speak to a member of SLT on a one-to-one basis and hopefully fulfil your options form. And then the options deadline is on the 5th of February. Thank you very much, gentlemen. All that remains for me to say is thank you very much for listening to the presentation. Hopefully this has eased your fears regarding the options process. And again, we will go through this on an individual basis as a one-to-one on the academic day to fulfill any apprehensions that any of you have. So good luck. But also remember that we are here for you. That includes subject teachers, that includes form tutors, your head of year, and us as SLT. We want to make sure that you make the right choices for your future. So as it says on the screen, good luck chaps, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.